this again. We have any on this one? I don't understand why people got to bother me while I'm doing things, but it is what it is. Let's wait for a couple people to get back. All right, everybody good? All right. I don't know if anybody else seen this. Got the sway bar on. People got to be bothered. Yeah, can't win. Is there sound this time? Okay, for some reason my computer, it's not making any noise. Okay, cool, whatever. As long as you say you can hear me, we're going to run with it. It's always something, you know what I mean? All right, well, back to it. Let's get this grub screw going. On this side here, I can mount them on the sway bar. Sweet. All right, let's see if I can get a better view on this. It's like as soon as you touch it, man, that thing just loses connection and starts buffering. All right, cool. That one's gonna come out a little bit. All right, there you go. That's pretty much everything up to step 2. Sway bar is mounted. It's not binding at all. All the screws are relatively in the same location, so it'd be easy to remove if I have to. All right, cool. All right, next spec. I'll put them back. Okay, we need to get the height inserts. This is going to be something neat. That's got to be those little tabs. Where do they go? These guys. Height inserts. B7 diff height insert times 2. A number 2 would be the kit setup. So where's number 2s? Okay, so I guess these are labeled like 0, 0, 1, and 2. So I guess depending on if you flip it or not, that's how you're going to get that. So let's get our number 2s. I guess 0 and a 3 are together, but they don't mount it because they don't mark it because there's not enough room. Yeah, I hope the thing handles well. I'm sure it's going to be more than I'm used to. There's going to be a large learning curve with this one. Okay, so we need the diff. Okay, we're going to need bearings 10, 15 by 4. That's going to be these bigger ones. Okay. These are going to go onto the diff. Yeah, that's them. And then I guess these mounts in here, like that. It's pretty cool. I guess your numbers are going to face up. So I got to make sure I have these all in the same way. Oh, they'll spin. Okay, that's cool. Just like that. Sits nice. I like that. That'll work. Okay. We're going to need, let's see here. Doesn't look like any of this. Okay, where's the diff top? There, on top of the diff. Okay, got to make sure we hang on to this. It's an extra. Put that in the bag. Okay, got the diff top here. That's just going to go right on top like this. But there is going to be this guy right here. Just to add some bling to the back now. All right. This here has got to go in between that. Looks like I'm going to need some ball stud washers and a ball stud. It's going to go in the middle one. So let's see what we got here. Okay, I don't need any of that. That's going to be this packet here. There's our ball studs, there's our washers. Now, this is one thing that I was going to change. I did not buy the part yet. Because I've seen some people say you're going to learn to go easy on the trigger. Hard to do if you're heavy hand. Yeah, I'm used to having to floor it all the time, but with the Mini B, you cannot. Dude, I cannot go full blast with that thing. If you go full blast with that thing, it breaks axles if it grips up. No lie. It's wild. Here's the thing with these. From what I was saying is they sell one that's already a plus 2 millimeter. I guess these are 2 millimeter spacers, and they want you to put 4 of them on. What they sell is one that's already a plus 2, so instead of having 2 spacers on your ball stud, you could run 1. And it's supposed to be a lot better. But I'm going to run these. If I have any problems with it, I already know how to fix the problem, and that's what I'll do. Till then, this will work. So once it's in this center one, oh, wait a minute. There could be an up and a down to this one. That's going to be the up. I have to watch that. That didn't work out. So yeah, I can't wait to race this thing. Hey John, what's going on? Are you done with your live now? I was watching yours for a while, but then the old lady scooted, so I was like, yo, I got to get something done. So here I am. Getting somewhere with this thing, brother. We're getting somewhere. There we go. Yeah, you can see that there's 2 spacers on this thing. Whereas if you get the +2, you only need to use 1. You can get the get more threads with the ball stud for sure. So that's probably a good mod if you're gonna build one of these, but we'll figure it out later, see if it works. Then this will sit on top of that little stud there. So that's why that's that way. Nice. Yeah, the fit and finish on this thing is fantastic. I didn't have any problems with this. Can't wait to see it run. Yeah, me either. Hopefully it doesn't run into a wall. That's probably what's going to happen. Man, this section here, I'll tell you what, they got a ton of stuff. Aluminum D-mount, arm insert 1. Which way does it go? That's going to be our question. Which way does it go? Okay, so I'm going to need this. We're going to need them arm inserts again. That's going to be on the inside, so that's going to be to this. That's not hard. 0.5, 0.51. That's going to go like this, and you're going to be towards the inside. Inside. There we go. It's going to go into the inside like this one. 0.1 inside. Just like that. Yep, that'll give you the toe in. All right. Rear bumper. Okay, let's find a rear bumper. Here's a rear bumper. Okay, rear bumper. Got it. It's got to go like that. And then the rear bumper mounts through there. Not much of a bumper. And I need to find 24 mil. It's going to be the longer the bolts. And those are going to be just round. Like that. I'm guessing these long ones here. 24 mil. Yep, these guys here. So let's go through the bumper. Let's get that on there. Yeah, if it wasn't uninterrupted, I had a pretty good live go in the beginning, but that got wrecked. No way. Okay, so just going to finish up with this transmission. I think that's going to be it because we are already at 3 o'clock. I believe JP comes on at 4, so I'm going to go and watch him. So let's get as much of this as I can done. Looks like I should be able to get a good amount of this done. Oh man, that's nice and easy. That's on, that's on, that's on. Okay, I need, looks like one real short one there. Those are 16s. I believe that's a 16 and that's an 8. That's the 8. Those are 16s. Okay, so these are going to go through the top part. It's going to go 1, 2, 3. I'll tell you what, to get these diffs out is real nice. Walking the dog. So what do you do, John? Do you just go home on Sundays? Is that it? I was gonna say, how long does it take you? You gotta fly in, man. There ain't no way you're driving. I thought you lived far away. I mean, seeing the family is one thing, but man, that's gotta suck. Driving all the way out there for one day. That money must be good, man. I'll give you that. Two-and-a-half-hour drive? Oh, maybe that's not so bad. I understand why you got the apartment now, though. 2.5 hours one way to go to work and then 2.5 hours home. Man, that would suck. Luckily for me, I mean, I drive a truck, so a 2.5 hour ride, that ain't shit. But like for me to get to physical work, I mean, I'm literally 10 minutes away. It's the only reason I work there still. What's going on, Rory? How you been, brother? Yeah, I mean, a metal diff housing would be nice, but that's got to be a lot of weight. You already have a lot of weight on the back to begin with. I mean, I can see why they didn't. Plus, I mean, I'll tell you what, the tolerances are pretty nice. You can feel when you're putting it together, it's pretty good. One more screw. Yeah, this thing is going to be a ripper. I can't wait to get this thing going. I've been wanting to get a buggy for a while. I don't know. The price was finally right, you know what I mean? But I had to move. Turtle RC Racing. I have a turtle clutch for my, what's it called? My DBXL20. Yeah, that's why they are about 90% carbon. I was checking that out. Like, I bought the carbon side rails, and I don't know if they're a different part number than the one in the kit, I believe. Because if you looked at the tree had the same number. But I mean, if it's the same mold, maybe that's a mold number, not part number. That would make sense to me. But yeah, I bought the carbon rails to stiffen this up. They sell the carbon arms as well, but maybe some of the little flex wouldn't be too bad because I'm probably going to bounce off the walls quite a bit. Might as well do that. All right, so we got everything done for this one. Yep, step 3 is done. Okay, I'm going to need the motor mount. Some more bling. And what's left on this thing? Just shock mounts. Motor mount, and I guess it's a spur gear cover. Those are for wing buttons. That's a wing mount. That's something for the wing. Those are extras. We put that away. There it is. This little cover here. Probably can go without that if you wanted to. All right, where does that go? Basically like this. That's how it's going to go. Goes right here on the side. I guess that little cover slips in behind everything. Oh yeah, that's nice. All right, what do we need? M3x12s. It's going to be these guys. Three of them, 12s. Double check them. That's it. All right, let's get this side, get this motor mount on. Every little bit of chrome on this thing I dig. I want to replace most of it with black, but I'm not going to take off a perfectly good part because of it's the wrong color. The carbon fiber flexes, you don't want that. The carbon is stiffer. Yeah, that's why I went with the sides, so that way I'd have a little bit, because especially with the high grip of the carpet, I wanted less. Yeah, because even like my triple X NTs, they're all done in graphite. Graphite was used before they went out with like this carbon stuff and carbon fiber and all them fancy stuff. But you can tell the difference between, like, if you get a graphite arm from a triple X NT and you get the factory RTR on the plastic one. Man, what a difference! It's harder than hell. Yeah, that Turtle Racing stuff is nice. I like that stuff. Okay, so what's next? Looks like the slipper clutch assembly. Well, that's not going to work. We're not going to need that. Okay. Yeah, that looks sweet. All right, cool. All right, next thing they want us to do is this slipper clutch assembly. And that is something I will not be using. 17.5 class, you really can get away with not using a slipper. So that's my plan. I'm not going to bother with it. So for now, I'm going to need this, one of these. All right, so for the next part that I'm not going to be using, we're swapping them out. That slipper clutch is not coming on this truck. Forget it. So I went with the Exotech slipper eliminator kit. We're going to use that. Maybe. Where'd it go? That's the gears we're going to be using. We're going to be using the Kimbrough gears on it. 72 tooth, so it'll fit a 17.5, no problem. Okay, that's that. All right, gotta be in the box. There we go. Do a little cleanup. All right, so the Kimbrough gear, basically, this is just going to get rid of that whole slipper eliminator. We're going to eliminate it. Just get rid of it. It's got a couple of different setups here. Comes with a titanium screw to go through the side, and it just bolts in. It's pretty straightforward. So let's get this thing together. In my homework, yeah, like even my in my short course truck I have, that's running a slipper eliminator too. I get rid of no slipper. We're good. Okay. Look at how light that is compared to all that mess that's going to be in there. Nope, no thanks. The instructions are about as simple as it gets. Pretty much you just got to use a longer screw for the shorter screw for the Kimbrough gears. And if you use an Exotech gear, you got to use the longer screws. It don't get much easier than that. So let's get these screws opened. And then it's got a grub screw to go through to hold it onto the shaft. So let's take a look here. Get these out. All right, so let's get this out of the back. Off the guy, what's up, man? Okay. There we go. That's going to be going into aluminum, so again, I'm going to have to use the Loctite. Every time I put the cap on, I got to bring it back out. Just chilling before work. Yeah, it's the only day I'm not working. I think I'm pretty much. I have some time off for New Year, 1 day, but I got to pretty much work the same amount of hours, so it's not really a day off. You know what I'm saying? Figured this would be a good time, you know, since I'm spending all of OG's money on them. You get to see me spend all mine real quick. All right, now I just want to make sure this isn't going to rub. No, we're good. We're good. Okay. And then on here, just a couple more screws, so if you want to run the shorter ones or the longer ones. I ran the longer ones. 1 millimeter is no different. I think that's going to look better. It doesn't rub. Let it be. All right. Nice titanium screw for it. This is going to shave quite a bit of weight off of this. One thing I do want to do is, I noticed it doesn't have a... Whenever you put a nut on something, it should have a washer, and this doesn't have any washers, and that's going to bother me. Let's see if I can find one that'll fit. I got one. Swear that belonged there. Okay. What size is that? No. There we go. Just got to put the grub screw in and that's done. Sweet. That looks cool. A lot cooler than having that stupid slipper in there with all that weight. Look at all that weight I probably just shaved out that shaft. That's fantastic. Fits beautifully. All right, we're getting close. Getting close. All right, where is it? Sweet. There it is. All complete. Ceramic bearings, transmission is completely done. All right, next, build the shock tower out. Guess the shock tower is going to get built out and the wing mount's got to go on. And rear body mount. All right, we're going to have to find that. All right, make sure there's nothing on this tree. That can go. That bag is empty. Okay, so what do we got in here? Let's pull this out. Oh, not much for the rear. Okay. Gonna need these screws. Gonna need the screws out of this bag. What size motor are you allowed to run, or are you running mod? No, I'm running stock, 17.5. Stock seems to be the bigger of the two classes, and I have, I'm running, well, I'm going to be running a Tekin ESC that allows me to adjust timing, so if I want to run mod, as far as, thanks Michelle, as far as the the class goes, I mean, our track's not very big. Having a humongous motor is not going to be that beneficial. So chances are I'm probably going to just, like, if I want to throw it in mod, I'll just throw some timing in it and let it roll, you know? Okay. I need these standoffs, those screws. Okay, 4 holes going in number 3 from the inside. So 3. I hate it when they do these kind of holes in the shock towers where, let me see if I can get a good close up of it, where they're not complete holes, they kind of overlap each other. My Typhon does that, and honestly, it's a pain in the ass because the thing that you break more on that Typhon if you're beating on it is the shock standoffs, and if you break the shock standoffs, pretty much there's nothing you can do about it. Like if you want to throw like the bigger heavy duty standoffs that they do, that other companies make for it, it's not going to work out for you. I'm going to throw some Loctite on these. It's not going to work out for you because you can't drill the hole out, because if you drill the hole out, you end up in the next hole and you're basically trashing the thing. Oh, there goes that screw. Okay. Well, search and rescue. Got to find another screw. There we go. That was easy. No sound again? I wonder what's going on. Okay, let's get this on. That rear body mount thing, I gotta find that. I didn't see that. Okay. So that's going to go like that. The wing mount is going to come from the other side. Oh, that's nice. All right, going to have to fix that. I think you got to put that on first. Yep. Yep, screwing it up. Screwing it up. That's all right. So yeah, this B7 is going to be fun. Yeah, some of these directions are a little tough. A little tough. That slips on like that. Number 3. Number 3. It's pretty simple. And I still screwed it up. Well then, Michelle, this is definitely a true build because I'm sure I put more than one thing in wrong. Those parts we'll find out what those are in the first race. You know what I mean? They'll be the parts that fall off or fail. So we'll figure it out. Wish I had a way to do a better view from this, but that's all right. Got to try to find a different kind of mount, I think. Okay. This is it. There's that body mount. Okay. Goofy looking thing. All right, those are 12 mils, so that's those two. How many are there? 6, 3, 4, 5. 6, and then there's one that goes in the middle, so 7. That'll be the last of those screws. All right, so let's see what this does. It goes like that. And this is going to go through these two here. So let's start with those two. That'd be a good idea. 332. Running out of time. Running out of time. Just like that. There we go. You should look at the camera mounts I have. They work really well. Well, all right. Well, show me which ones you have on your next video. I'll check it out. I'm using this tripod thing. I'm really not a big fan of it. I mean, it worked well. I didn't pay a lot for it. I think I paid like 40 bucks for it. It has some stupid light that I don't use. But, yeah, it seems to work okay, but there's always room for improvement. I don't believe those will come through. It won't. Because that mount's going to mount right to the back of this. All right, cool. Then this will go through here and then mount one in the bottom. Got it. This ain't so bad. The pictures kind of suck. Just looks like a bunch of screws shooting things. All right, 334. I think we're just about going to get this transmission in, and that's going to be it. I'll take that. That was a good day. Okay, 1, 2, 1 from the back. So there's a good question. Anybody want to chime in? I mean, what colors should I paint this thing? Honestly, my first idea was to take the body and just hammer it out, just paint it all like a gloss black. But I don't know if that'd be hard to see or not. I mean, I don't know if that'll be just like shortchanging it. I can use Spastics paint. I can use Tamiya paint, Traxxas paint. So I mean, I have pretty much almost any color you could think of I can probably use. Was going to go old school. I used to drive my Mini B. My Mini B was like fluorescent pink, man. That thing looked cool, but I changed it up. Now it's like a color change green, but I don't know. I really don't like the color that much. It's black and blue. Anything goes with black. And I could tie some blue into it somehow to work. Okay, 2 more here on the bottom. Two more screws. We can fire this thing into the chassis. Get a better look at it. Nice. It's coming along. pink and black with a white and blue, white, blue, black. I don't go crazy now, OG. I'm not the best painter, man. This is going to be a decent job, but it's not going to be the best. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. Oh, great. They're home. All right, let's get this thing in. That's only one side. All right, well, I'm going to call it here. Sounds good to me. I'll catch you all later.